Journey to Gilded Vale. Oh, doesn't this look nice? Okay. Caravan Master Odima. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red moustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
I wasn't planning on it.
Tonight everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rock, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. In which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. Let's see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He nods in your direction. Sparfell nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Okay, I'm going to read up here. Odema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfell, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. Okay. Okay, so do I want to know any information? I'm assuming I hit the appropriate number on my keyboard. Let's try it. Number 1.
They grow on a bush that's
Where do I find these berries?
Kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Okay. Is it dangerous out here? Let's ask that. That's an important question.
Not if you hurry about your business.
Okay.
And not if the weather holds up.
Your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may all open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. I like that. A lot of thought put into this. I'd imagine this is a lot of things that you would have to do a second playthrough on to bring out a lot of the features. Let's ask about the rocks. That seems important. What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Alright, so I'm going to leave now. I'll go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travellers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armour-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow. So she's tough.
Kalisha!
The woman looks up to her own... What's that? On her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
Odima chuckles and shakes his head. He looks at you. And then says what he just said. He casts a sidelong glance at her. I pay too well, if anything. Got
Off
you.
with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Odima's small grin recedes beneath his mustache, and he is stern once more. Right
You're
then.
the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm a dwarf. A barbarian dwarf. Welcome to Pillars of Eternity. If this is your first visit to the world of Eora, you may want to watch these windows to become familiar with the tools and interfaces available to you. Okay, sounds good to me. Your party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside the Glen Fathom ruins, Odima has assigned Kaliska to help you. Kaliska is a fighter, a class that excels at close quarters defense. Use her abilities to complement your own. To select a party member, click on their selection circle, then portrait, or select their portrait, or press the number button that corresponds to their position in the party. It's very interesting. So she'd be number 2, I would assume. Starting with 1 at the left. Oh, yep, that confirms it. To select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere on the screen and drag the mark over the circles of the party members you'd like to include. Okay, that seems pretty straightforward. Okay, to move selected characters, click anywhere on the screen where your cursor is a circle of 4 wedges. All selected characters will path to their corresponding position in the formation. If you see a red circle with a slash through it, you cannot walk on that part of the map. Okay, like this. When multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. To see an individual character's options, select only that character. Gotcha. So I'm going to move to here. And we can't move one of these because it has a red thing. Okay, so if I double click, it will move the camera there as well. Else, it only moves them. That's very interesting. Can I? Oh, I can toggle around with the camera anyway. I'm currently on the keyboard using the direction keys. Just the direction buttons. Left, right, up and down. So I don't know what would be easier, but we'll go and take a peek over here first and foremost. I'm really interested to have a nosy at this and see what kind of features it has. But right, so these are your abilities.
What you need?
These are her abilities. Okay. Torch, that's very interesting. Oh, no. Stay in formation.
Yeah?
Now we're back in formation. That's much better. So you can split up the party as well. That's good to see. I'm liking the controls and how it works so far. It is very good.
Yeah.
So that's to select all of them. Oh, if you right click, you can choose the position as well. So I can, I suppose, spin them around. All right. So by double clicking. Nope. I'm not quite sure what that did. Anyway. It seems to be working very well. It looks pretty good. Can I scroll in? You can scroll in, or you can scroll out further. I think it probably had it at the right mark. So about there, I think I was. It's looking good. No, about there, maybe. Yeah, we'll go there. It's a nice looking game, to be honest with you. It's very pretty to look at. Okay then, I'm probably going to sign out at this point and come back in at a later date and have a look at some of these features here, and then probably continue with the game, because I don't want to spend too much of your time playing around with the features and that, but at the same time I'm sure you will. Oh, that's what mechanics comes in handy for. Anyway, I'm procrastinating. What I want to say is, otherwise you're going to get bored if I just keep doing the same thing. 0 mechanics, +1 lockpicks. Nope, I'm good on that. Let's try it.
Not?
Locked. Oh no.
This won't stop me for long. Why not?
I love his voice. Scouting mode is used for both stealth is used both for stealth and for finding hidden objects like traps and secret containers. While scouting, your character selection circles will start to fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. Once the circle fills yellow, the character is suspicious and will move to investigate while the circle fills red. If the circle becomes fully red, your characters will be discovered. That's interesting. A character's ability to find hidden objects is based on his or her mechanics skill. A higher mechanics skill allows them to find objects at a greater distance. Moving toward a character accelerates how quickly they will detect you. If you actually touch the selection circle of a character with your own, you will immediately be detected. Okay. Who's that? I'm not quite sure how it got paused. Ah, space button. So are we in stealth mode? I must have entered Alt. Aha, the Alt key enters stealth mode if you want to sneak up on an enemy. I've gotcha. And space pauses the game. So I think to save it will be within the settings here. Yes it is. Save game. Sepimproth. I love the name. I'm still loving that. I absolutely adore that. It's both cute and powerful. I'm going to save on 2 slots because I like to do that. I like to keep things backed up. Are we good? Yeah, we've got 2 save slots. That is good. I assume it'll fetch me back into the exact same spot. I will have to try that. I'll let you know if I succeed. Hey guys, thanks for watching this small part of the Pillars of Eternity walkthrough series. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to scroll down, click the like button and subscribe. And more importantly, remember to enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching.